you can hear from my beats, I'm just here to maybe express how some of my fellow citizens are feeling about what is currently going on in the country as far as campaigns and also nominations in different political parties are concerned. Of course, there is some video that has just gone viral from Mombasa, and of course, certain decisions were made depending on who was to be the governor. And I don't know how the party members came to the conclusion, but of course, it has captured the attention of the Mombasa residents. And there is this section of Wananchi that are supporting one by the name Honorable Shaban. And of course, if you can watch that video and see how these guys are expressing their sorrow, agony, and sadness depending on the decision that was made, according to them, they feel like their aspirant should not step down. And this has not only happened in Mombasa, we've seen this in different places and also in different political parties. And as Kenyan citizens, do we really feel that this is the best approach in which political parties should be going about their issues? Because Wananchi feel like they no longer have say in political matters, and we are supposed to work with whoever they are given, which to some extent I feel is not right. This might be right for a political party because they want or they have certain things to achieve as per their manifesto. But the common Wananchi feel neglected. They feel like they are exempted from this particular exercise. Because imagine of giving an individual a direct nomination at the expense of the others. In the name of step down, we can work comfortably with so and so. What reflection does that give to someone like you and I? Does it really mean that this other aspirant never had an ability to be able to make things right for a given county or a constituency or a given ward? Hell no. I do not belong to that school of thought. I believe in democracy whereby each and every individual should be given a right to choose their own leaders. I've seen a lot of pain in women. I have also seen a lot of pain in men. And those are voters. It's not very normal to see a grown-up adult shedding tears the way I've seen today. It was a remorseful moment in a certain hall in Mombasa County. And of course, the residents are trying to encourage the aspirant now to come as an independent candidate so that they prove a point. But I believe before people get to such like points, I think there are certain things that political parties should be able to at least settle and ensure that even Wananchi are settled, not that they make agreement. You know, come on, people are not kids whereby you just wake up and tell them, this is what is going to happen. Okay, I understand all that. There are some that will just wake up and an individual has made a decision on their behalf and they salute and go their way. These are civilians. They are not military officers that are told left and they go left, right and they go right. They have to know why are they moving to the right direction. So to all political party and their leaders and their aspirants, please kindly ensure that you're incorporating citizens into what you're doing because they feel left out. This is their country as well, remember. And every decision that is supposed to take place, believe me, we have a role and a responsibility to play. Why would you call a citizen your boss when you are in need of his vote or her vote? Then later on, when you go into the office, then now they start calling you the honorable member of a certain house. But do you really understand and be able to implement the responsibility? as per the expectation of the Constitution and the Kenyan citizens? Very few of them do that. But one thing that has remained to be so positive about what I've seen in this republic, in different nominations that have been done even in my own county, is that the citizens have woken up and they are sending a message and they are sending a signal that a time has come whereby a real change must be done. There are so many incumbents that are not really going to vie with the usual political party that people associate with much in their different locality. And this time round, wananchi are trying as much as they can to be able to change the game. And of course, when each and every individual will come to a realization that this thing, it has so many things to do with us, then everybody will rise to the occasion and say enough is enough. We have to be the key role players. But my advice and my decision today, depending on what has been prevailing for some time in the nation, is if you feel that so and so can work well, whether it comes with as a private candidate, whether it comes with whichever party, please, if you believe in that person, if that person has clear records, can you vote soberly so that we can put an end, so that we can come to a conclusion of crying every other election period that this and that has not been done as per the Constitution and also the expectation of the common mwananchi. Sometimes I look at the queue during the voting process, and it is quite unfortunate that the people that I see queuing in every election are people who expect to see change, people who live below the poverty line, for heaven's sake. But of course, that does change come by? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. And these guys don't care. That is the most unfortunate thing. They really don't care. But we must get it right. We missed a mark at some point, but my fellow Kenyan citizens, it is high time that we must be able to get everything right. We are almost into the voting month, a few months left, and we will be able to make a very concrete decision of where we want to see our country move next. Can you think soberly? Don't just vote someone because he's in your tribal, so to say, or is in your tribal extraction, as was once mentioned by Patrick Lumumba. No, we are not going to take that dimension. Let us not really make decisions that are too expensive that we cannot purchase. So this time, decision has to be made, and it has to be made on a very wise note. I am not here for any political candidate or aspirant. I'm here to be able to speak sense and also be able to represent the citizens that cannot be able to access maybe the social media like myself, or maybe may not really be able to access these leaders and maybe speak some sense into them, and they cry day in, day out without seeing this change come to reality. A time has come, and I told you continue subscribing to Jerry Rawlings YouTube channel, because